Hi everyone, welcome to the Career Services Industry of the Month, and currently we have the faculty of the industry. We have Tim Piazza. Tim, can you just introduce yourself and your role at JCC?
Absolutely. So again, my name is Tim Piazza, and I teach engineering, science, and technology courses here at JCC.
For a student coming into this industry, what are the most essential skills students should learn to be successful in the machining industry today?
Sure, there's a couple of skills that I would call, really crucial to being successful in the industry. One is math. You've got to be good at math. So all the math you can eat. Math can only help trigonometry, geometry. If you can do calculus, it's wonderful. The other is you have to get some hands-on experience. Here at JCC, many of our classes are lab-type classes where a student can get that hands-on experience doing actual machining. And the last thing I would say is absolutely critical to being successful long term in this industry, or the industry of machining and machine tools, is learn how to learn. Be a lifelong learner. This is an industry that is evolving by leaps and bounds continuously. And if you have a passion for learning, a passion for learning new things, you'll be swept along with those changes. If not, you will be left behind. So to me, the biggest thing is learn how to learn and develop a passion for learning, continuous learning.
I know you mentioned a bit on it, but looking at the past and a bit into the future, how has the machining industry evolved over the past decade? And what do you foresee in the future for changes in this industry?
Sure. I mean, the big changes that came in the last century were, of course, automation, going to computer numeric controlled and computer controlled type machines. The big changes, I would say, in this century are new processes, okay? And amazingly creative new processes. You have additive manufacturing suddenly, right, which is going to change in a lot of ways the landscape of machining, machine tools, of the manufacture of parts, anything that we do. So you have additive manufacturing, you have machine intelligence coming online, okay? Artificial intelligence that's going to help us design things in new and creative ways. That's going to help us understand for a factory, an assembly line or machining line, what the status of each machine is. When does it need maintenance, continuously monitoring processes. So the ability to gather data and then analyze that data is going to be huge in the machine tool industry, is currently, as we are starting to embrace what's called Industry 4.0, which is, again, the collection and the use of data in a manufacturing environment, really getting the most out of that data as far as, again, machine health and when tools start to wear, when you have to replace tools, when you have to do routine maintenance on machines. You're not waiting for a machine to break down any longer to do the maintenance on it, right? You're monitoring the health of that machine if you're using artificial intelligence to tell you this machine has 5 hours left before such time as it's no longer functional. You schedule the downtime and then you fix the machine. So it's things like that. The use of artificial intelligence, again, new processes like additive manufacturing or laser machining or multi-axis machining and complexities in the ways we can either add or remove material that we've never been able to do historically or in the past.
So looking at our students that are graduating with machine industry into this machine industry, what opportunities do you see and what advice would you give them to someone just starting out?
Sure. So if a student comes to JCC and goes into mechanical technology, the machine tool path, they're going to get a lot of hands-on on machine tools and the machining industry. They're going to graduate ready for a job in that industry. Now that is an entry point into that job. Again, I will go back to learn, be passionate about learning things, learn new things, and if you're continually learning, then you'll progress from there within your job. And there'll be a tremendous amount of opportunity for you. But somebody who leaves with that degree can also look to go to a four-year institution for mechanical engineering technology degree. And what they can then do on day one when they enter a job is at a higher level. Okay? And they can look to maybe manage an entire production line or develop new processes and or apply new processes to existing machine tooling and machine parts and things of that nature. What was the second part of the question?
Advice. What advice?
Advice would I give? The advice I would give, be hungry. And that's true for any graduate that would leave here as far as I'm concerned, but be hungry. When you get to your job, be curious, want to learn, want to understand, desire to. Put yourself in a position where you can continuously learn something new, continuously add new value to that organization. Okay? And you'll make yourself a pretty good, employee, and you'll advance through the organization, and you'll probably enjoy it too.
Thank you so much, Tim.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
See you next week with our mentor of the month.